Amata walked tiredly along the dusty village path with her heavy school bag. The sun was setting, making the sky orange and gold. She had a long day at school and just wanted to go home to her mother's cooking. Near the village well, Amata saw an old woman she didn't know. It was odd to see someone there so late. She felt uneasy but curious. "Hi," said the old woman. "Can I talk to you for a bit?" Amata hesitated but agreed quickly because she had to go home soon. "I won't keep you long," said the old woman, smiling strangely. She gave Amata a small mango seed and told her to plant it for a big reward. Amata felt scared by the mango seed but took it anyway. She left feeling both excited and worried. Amata walked home holding the strange mango seed tightly, reminding her of the old woman by the well. She hurried home as the sun set, eager for safety. When she got home, her mind was full of questions about the old woman and the mango seed. She found her mother busy with chores. "Are you okay, Amata?" her mother asked. Amata explained meeting the old woman and getting the mango seed. Her mother looked concerned. "That's no ordinary mango seed, Amata," her mother said seriously. "It's bad luck." Amata felt sad, not knowing what to do. "We'll face this together, Amata," her mother reassured her. As night fell and stars appeared, Amata thought about the strange seed in her hand. She sat with her mother asking what to do. "I'm not sure," her mother said, looking at the mango seed. "We have to be careful. Better throw that seed away to avoid problems." Amata threw the mango seed away in the bush. As she finished and returned home, she felt a strong wind blowing, realizing she must have started something she couldn't control. The strong wind blew the seed back to Amata's compound. That night, it rained heavily, soaking the seed in the soil. The following morning, Amata and her mother woke up and found a big mango tree in their compound. Amata explained to her mother that she threw away the seed, but how did it grow? Every day, it reached for the sun, making the compound lively. But Amata and her mother felt uneasy. There was something weird about the tree, making them scared. Villagers talked, saying the tree was cursed, filled with dark magic. Some believed it trapped people. Despite the fear, Amata wanted to know the truth. She spent time by the tree, feeling its strange energy. Amata started having nightmares and felt watched. The cursed tree kept scaring the village, giving Amata bad dreams. In her dreams, she wandered through a scary forest with the tree's branches like claws. Every night, she woke up scared and sweaty. The village stayed fearful as bad things started happening. The sky became dark and the sun disappeared. Crops started shrinking and dying. One day, Amata's best friend Kika came to Amata's home to play hide and seek with her. And as they played, Kika hid under the cursed tree and was swallowed whole by its twisted branches. Amata looked for Kika everywhere and couldn't find her. It was now evening and Amata went to Kika's home, asking whether Kika had returned. Kika's parents replied, saying they thought she was with her. They set out in the village looking for Kika the whole night, but couldn't find her. They realized something bad must have happened to Kika. The loss of her friend struck her to the core, filling her with a sense of grief and guilt. Kika's parents blamed her for not looking out for their daughter. The village mourned the loss of Kika, but Amata didn't give up and continued looking. One day as she returned home, she saw Kika's shoe in the tree branches. She wondered how it got there and couldn't understand the situation. That stormy night, tragedy hit Amata's family hard. She woke up to the sound of the tree attacking her mother. She tried to help, but it was too late. The tree grabbed her mother and swallowed her before she could do anything. Amata cried as she watched her mother disappear into the tree. That's when Amata realized that her best friend Kika must have been swallowed by the tree too. Now she was all alone. Despite her sadness, Amata refused to give up. She promised to stop the cursed tree at all costs. She tried cutting down the tree, but it was harder than a rock, and no weapon could penetrate it. After losing her mother, Amata was determined to find out about the cursed tree causing trouble in her village. She went to the village elder for answers. He explained that the cursed tree held dark magic from a long time ago. Amata felt scared but asked what they could do. The elder said there was hope in a prophecy about someone chosen to fight the darkness and bring light back. Amata wondered if she could have been the chosen one. She thanked the elder and decided to face the darkness. She knew it was up to her to save her village. Amata knew she couldn't face the darkness alone. She sought out the village's best witch doctors, hoping their magic could help. In the witch doctor's hut, Amata shared her story. The witch doctors listened carefully, then assured her that they could help defeat the cursed tree. With a plan in place, Amata and the witch doctors set out to confront the tree. They knew it wouldn't be easy, but they were determined to save the village and her family. They went armed with ancient spells and mystical artifacts. Amata went home with the village witch doctors, determined to defeat the tree. They chanted ancient spells, trying to weaken its dark power. But no matter how hard they tried, the tree absorbed their magic. Growing stronger, Amata felt her strength fading, realizing they were losing the battle. After failing to weaken the cursed tree, Amata and the village witch doctors felt sad, but Amata didn't give up. She knew they had to find another way to defeat the tree and save the village. Amata suggested sacrificing themselves to weaken the tree from inside. The witch doctors exchanged startled glances, their eyes wide with disbelief at Amata's bold proposal. But even as they hesitated, Amata knew that she couldn't afford to wait any longer. Without thinking twice, she stepped forward, offering herself as the first sacrifice in their desperate bid to defeat the cursed tree. The witch doctors were surprised but agreed to try. As they prepared for their risky plan, they knew it wouldn't be easy, but they were determined to do whatever it took to save their village from the darkness of the cursed tree. Amata and the village witch doctors went into the cursed tree, ready to sacrifice themselves to weaken it. They felt scared but determined as they approached the tree. Inside the tree, they faced dark obstacles like pits and thorns, but they didn't give up, knowing they had to save their village. As Amata and the village witch doctors went deeper into the cursed tree, they felt the darkness grow stronger. Shadows moved around them and they heard strange whispers. Finally, they reached the heart of the tree. In the center stood a creepy branch, the source of the village's troubles. With a scary feeling in her chest, Amata stepped closer to the dark branch. She asked, "Who are you?" Even though she was scared. The branch looked at her. It said, "I'm the darkness inside the tree." Amata felt her heart beating fast. She didn't know what to do, but remembered why she was there. She knew she had to be brave. Amata used the witch doctor's magic stick to attack the dark branch. She shouted loudly, feeling powerful. The darkness moved back, screaming in pain, showing she was winning. Amata felt very excited with each hit she made. While they fought, Amata thought about her family and the village. She knew she had to win to protect them. But most of all, she thought of the old woman who had given the cursed mango seed to her. What had driven her to commit such an act of cruelty? And how was she connected to the dark branch? As she prepared to deliver the final blow, a voice echoed through the chambers. "Stop!" it cried. Amata turned to see the old woman from the well, holding her mother and her best friend Kika hostage inside the tree. "Do not destroy it, child, or your family will die." Amata felt confused when she saw the old woman and cried for her mom and Kika. "It's you! You are the evil witch from the well." Amata screamed in fear. "How could you do this to a young innocent girl? How evil could you be?" The old woman replied and said she's the guardian of the cursed tree and had been looking for someone to replace her, and that's why she gave her the mango seed at the well. Amata felt angry when she heard the old woman's confession. "What do you mean you are the tree's guardian?" Amata asked. The old woman explained that she made a deal with the dark powers in the tree a long time ago. She exchanged her soul for immortality and agreed to collect human souls for the tree. Amata's heart sank at the old woman's revelation. "But why?" she asked. "Why would you make such a pact?" The old woman looked sad and guilty. "I was young and silly," she said, feeling sorry. "I wanted to use the tree's powers for good, but I was wrong. The darkness took over me, making me hungry for power that I could never satisfy. I will give back your family and your best friend if you help me defeat the evil branch." Amata felt sad hearing the old woman's story. She wanted to help her and the village that suffered because of her mistake. But time was running out. The dark branch in the tree was getting stronger. They needed to act fast to beat it. Amata told the old woman that they needed to team up to beat the dark branch. She believed that was the only way to save their village from the darkness that had been there for long. Amata's team and the old woman teamed up. They both wanted to defeat the dark branch in the cursed tree and stop its terror for good. Finally, the dark branch grew bigger and taller. It looked dangerous, like a snake ready to attack. Amata and her team fought hard, using all their magical spells to weaken the dark branch. It fought back, trying to overpower them with its darkness. Amata and her team formed a circle and chanted magical words together like a force from heaven. She got out a magical dagger and pierced the dark branch. This weakened the dark branch, making it shake like a bomb ready to go off. Upon realizing this, everyone ran for their lives out of the tree. As the old woman ran, the dark branch grabbed her leg and she fell unconscious. The tree exploded and caught fire, shrinking down to ashes. Outside, Amata looked for the old woman and couldn't find her. Her heart broke when she realized the old woman was the last behind and died in the blast. The village gathered to see the downfall of the cursed tree. Kika's parents rejoiced with happiness upon seeing their daughter. Amata hugged her mother with immense happiness, and that evening the village celebrated Amata's victory over the cursed tree. Everything went back to normal. The sky cleared with a beautiful sun, and crops sprouted energetically. Amata and her mother reunited in love and lived happily ever after. The lesson to learn from this story is forgiveness is the only path to healing. Just like Amata forgave the old woman and lived happily ever after. The end. For more African stories and tales, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time I post new videos. Thank you for watching.